Addition. This is the concrete stage of adding two two-digit numbers using base 10. Ideally, base 10 is best to use for this method. If you don't have any, you can cut up squared paper to make your own tens and ones. Here, the number sentence is 36 plus 25 equals. So because 6 and 5 make more than 10, you are going to need to exchange 10 ones for a 10. It's really important not to jump straight to the abstract model of this method, which most adults will know very well. Using the equipment helps the children to learn the value of the digits in the columns and remind them that there are 10 ones in one 10. Look at the calculation symbol. Remember to use its many different names, not just the same one. A real-life story for this could be, I have 36 colouring pencils and find 25 in a box. I have all together. To start, you need to draw your tens and ones columns. Start by making the first number with tens and ones and putting them in their columns. I've got 3 tens in 36 and 6 ones. Double check you have the number you were meant to start with. I'm now going to make the second number, so 2 tens in 25 and 5 ones. Double check you have the number you were meant to start with. Always starting with the ones column, I am going to add both groups of ones together and slide them down into my answer row. You need to find the total number of ones by counting them. If the total is more than 9, so 10 or more, 10 ones must be exchanged for one 10. I like to call it going to the swap shop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've definitely got more than 9, so I'm going to take 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, go to the swap shop and exchange it for one 10. This 10 I'm going to make sure goes in the answer underneath the answer row in the tens column. So I'm going to pop it here for now. I've still got 1 in my ones column. I can now move to adding the tens together in the tens column. It's really important that I remember to add the 10 that I exchanged from my 10 ones over here. So I'm going to move all of my 10s down into the answer row, adding them. So 3 and 2, making 5 10s. And remember this really important 10 that I exchanged earlier. I now have 6 10s in total, and 1 1. 36 at 25 equals 61. I have 36 colouring pencils and find 25 in a box. I have 61 altogether. Moving on to the pictorial stage of adding two two-digit numbers together using base 10, looks like this. I've still got 36 at 25 with the same story. This time, rather than using tens and ones, I need to draw tens and ones. We always draw short lines that look like 10 sticks and dots for ones. We don't waste time drawing squares and rectangles. So instead of using the base 10 equipment, I simply draw them out in their correct columns. I'm going to write T for tens and O for ones to help me. I've got 1, 2, 3 tens in 36 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. In my second number, I have 2 tens and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, I'm going to add my ones first, so I'm going to draw all of these dots in my answer row for my ones column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from my first number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add them all together by counting them out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This number is more than 9, so I need to exchange 10 ones for one 10. I'm going to use my magic pen, and this just makes it a little bit fun and really helps me see what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to draw a circle around 10 ones, and just check that you're actually going to draw around 10 and not more or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with my magic pen, I draw a circle around 10, and I'm actually going to draw an arrow and show you where those 10 ones are going to go. This shows the exchange for 1 10, which looks like a 10 in this column. Now that I have just 1 in my ones column, I'm going to add my tens. I'm going to draw the tens that I have drawn over here in my answer row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Remember to add the one that you have got underneath. Sometimes crossing it out reminds you. I've got in total 6 tens. So the answer to 36 add 25 is 61. And I can fill in my story as well. Finally, the abstract stage of adding two two-digit numbers using base 10 is probably the stage that we are most familiar with, but children will struggle to understand the value of the digits in their problem solving if they skip the concrete and pictorial stages. The most important thing to remember with this method is to make sure your numbers are in the correct columns at all times. Remember, writing T and O for tens and ones sometimes helps with this. This is another reason for starting off with the tens and ones equipment. They clearly look different, so they deserve their own column. I'm going to write my numbers from my number sentence into my columns. 36, add 25, and I'm going to draw a giant equal sign underneath, which reminds me of the equal sign in my number sentence. Always start with the ones. 6 add 5 in my head makes 11. So I'm going to draw the ones that I've got in my head with the number 11 in my ones column. I know that there is 1 10 in the number 11, so I'm going to write this in the tens column underneath the answer row. I have 1 1 and 1 10 exchanged into my tens column. Now I'm going to add the tens. 3 add 2 make 5, but I need to remember to add the 1 that has been exchanged underneath here, and sometimes crossing it out helps me to remember to use it. So 3 add 2 add 1 makes 6, and my answer is 61.